Yo, yo, what up? What up? We got a couple stocks here today. Let's pull up what we got. Check the scanner too. Is it B cell? B cell. We had that Bitcoin spot ETF approval. So let's take a look here. Bitcoin spot ETF. What's the ticker symbols for that? So we have B cell, MLEC, let's see, MLEC. Let's see the news on B cell. Looks like no news on this one. SPEC. Oh, okay. I see. Signs distribution agreement with MLab and Mosoft to bring aircore emission system in Europe. So kind of like a business agreement. Those can be pretty decent. Had a pretty decent move as well. I remember trading this back on this day here on this was a couple days ago, 3 days ago, earlier this week. We didn't quite break over this resistance area, but now looks like pre-market we're above that area, but we're still underneath that previous high. So I guess we could try to look for a hold of this area. I definitely want to see a hold here. I'd say minimum. At minimum there. At lowest, I don't want it to go below there, just to hold that previous resistance point. And then seeing for the break of 435, hopefully at the open. From there, this is a recent IPO. Yeah, it could be this is a recent IPO. About two and a half months since the IPO. So we could have a little bit more volatility. We break 430s. We have little resistance up here because it has low volume and there hasn't been a lot of trading history. What's up, G, the green trader? Yeah, SPEC, if we can get over that previous high, 436, we're looking good. It has news. Let's see the float on this. Check the float on SPEC. Looks like we got, oof. Could be a discrepancy here, so let's check Guru Focus. It's saying it's 15 million share float. I mean, that's low. It's not like micro float, but I don't know. It's still a little bit on the, I'd say on the higher end. I like sub 10 million, sub 5 million is great, but I wouldn't write it off. I could still make a pretty decent move. And sometimes with these little bit slightly higher float takers, you can get some tighter spreads. So it's not all bad. So it looks like, yeah, we have a 1 to 2 cent spread, which is good. And this one, so far, seems to have better volume than we got on this day, for pre-market at least. And then hopefully at the open we'll surpass this area, this volume, and then we'll rip. I'm sure there's some traders looking at this here at the low here, looking for it to hold this support, and then for an eventual curl back up. Oh, man, this week has been real slow though. Very, very slow. I had 2 green days, smaller green days, and 1 small red day. I'm trying to keep my red days to only 1 red day a week. So that gives me 4 red days a month. For scanners, I just use the Thinkorswim scanner. I can pull it up here. I just use the Thinkorswim scanner, and I have a pre-market scanner, and I have a market open scanner. So pre-market scanner, the only thing different I have here on the pre-market is this after hours percent change. And that, even though it says after hours, it also means pre-market as well. What it means is just after the actual hours of the market open. So technically that would also be pre-market. And that just filters for gappers that are during pre-market and after hours. So for gappers, pre-market, and after hours, I only like to see gappers over 10%. Anything under 10% I'm not really interested in. And so that's what filters out my market open scanner from my pre-market scanner. Because if I didn't have that, if I didn't have this, this wouldn't work for pre-market. It would only be scanning for the market open. And then for the market open, and I also have like, so shares, this is like float. So I only like scan for stocks with a float under 100 million. So I don't get any of those mega large cap stocks. And the price, so ask size. No, that's not price. It should be ask price. I don't know why it's ask size. Ask size. Oh. Ask size, I think that means the amount of shares on the ask. I don't want that, right? It should be ask price. or just ask. So I want the ask under, so asking price. The reason I don't do market price is because there's no market market orders pre-market, so I have to do either bid or ask. So like I don't want to trade anything under $100, even over 50, but sometimes I'll trade higher price stocks that happen to be low floats. So we'll keep that. In volume, I only like to trade stocks with their volume pre-market over 100,000. If there's under 100,000 shares in volume traded, I don't want to trade it just because there's low liquidity, spreads are likely farther apart, spreads are wider and harder to get in and out, and lack of momentum due to the volume. So that filters out a lot of the lower ends of the stocks of pre-market gappers that are under 10%. Maybe they don't have news, it's just like a small little pop and then a fade. You know, I want something that's going to have lots of volume and lots of news. And any stock that's popping up over 10% with over 100,000 shares in volume likely has news and likely other traders are looking at. So that's kind of how my scan is set up. And then the market open is pretty much the same thing except a million. I want to only be trading stocks with 1 million shares traded at open, which isn't that hard to reach if it does have news and there's a lot of traders looking at it. I like to trade stocks over 50 cents and under 500. Likely, I could bring that down to 50, but and float, I like to trade between 0 and 150 million float. So that's how my scanners are set up, and I flip that to market open scanner right at 9:30. Looks like we're still kind of holding this area. I want to see a hold this previous resistance for those coming in right now. So we had that previous resistance from 5 days ago that we quite could not break over. I remember trading it in this area. Couldn't quite break over that. So it was acting as resistance, and hopefully you see some support here. Maybe we can curl up to 435. Hopefully we can curl up to 435 and see a rip, but looks like it's not holding too well. These stocks have been so weak, man. The bulls are on vacation. Let's see what else we got. B-Cell. B-Cell has 35 million shares afloat, but it's so cheap. That's probably why it has so much volume. But I guess dollar amount is not a lot. But B-Cell, I don't know. Maybe 34. Like maybe up in this area we could see a move. That's only like, it's like 10 cents a share. This is why I don't like trading sub 50 cent stocks, because I'd have to take so much share size. I had to be eaten up by these reg fees, the exchange fees, ECN fees, and only make a couple cents a share. Stupid. Hope we get something nice today. It'll be a very nice to see a decent quality gapper. BKYI, let's see. Not good. Not good. Should have just took a week vacation this week. And now watch, like next week, I'm taking Thursday and next Thursday and next Monday, the following Monday off. Watch it be like a super hot market, and I'm taking off. But this week is definitely like a wash. This week's a wash. Like should have just took a vacation or something. We came so hot, dude. We were coming in so hot off of last year. I thought it was just only going to get hotter, and a lot of trader stars going to get hotter. But looks like we're in a little bit of a slow period here. Market's not really heating up yet. Hopefully we'll get something there soon. All it takes is that one stock that just rips 1,000%, and then you have another month of momentum. Sometimes these slow periods can really draw out too. I know there's a couple months in 2023, we had some very slow periods that lasted like a month and a half, just small gains. So just gotta survive until you can thrive. Work on other things, you know, not sit down in front of the computer all day. I hope we get back to a market where I can just sit in front of the computer and trade all day and make more and more and more money. That's why I wish, oh man, 2020 market was, oof. Traders are still dreaming about that market. It's gonna come back though eventually. It'll definitely come back. If it happened once, it can happen again. It's a Thursday. Thursday. The beginning of last year was actually pretty slow too. February and March were atrocious for me. Absolutely atrocious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 red days in February. 9 red days in March. Oh my god, what the hell? That's not good. I hate seeing candles where it like closes and then it opens. So this candle closed at 324 and opened at 314. What in the world? How does that happen? It always throws traders off when that happens. It's like price just teleported. The price just teleported. Somehow my glasses just get more and more greasy, and I don't even touch them. Hey, at least we reclaimed, man. Like, I don't care how it reclaimed, but at least it did. So, I don't know what this nonsense was, but hey, at least we're back up 326 holding support. Let's see a curl back up to 354. Oh my god. Yo, what's up, Lawrence? Yeah, trading has been going pretty good. Incrementally sizing up and definitely seeing results. But market's definitely slowed down so far for 2024. So kind of just keeping my risk tight again until I can see some more momentum, and then I'm back on track to where I was and pushing it farther. But I gotta wait for that right time. We didn't have much gappers yesterday. Yesterday was tough. Pretty much this whole week was tough. So small green, small red. But looking to push it as soon as I can. Again, right back on track. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying not to size down too much just to kind of keep myself from regressing back to a smaller size. But when it flips back and I see some decent momentum, then I'm going to be right back to where I was, and then pushing harder. Previously, when I would have a market like this, slows down, I would size back down, which is okay, to good to manage risk. But it took forever for me to get back to where I was. And then by the time I got back to where I was, it got slow again. So instead, I got to make sure that when as soon as like that first day, that second day, it starts to get hot, I need to immediately be back to where I was in big size, and then pushing it farther. My size is maxed out right now. I'm going to be working with a firm this year to manage their capital remotely with algos. I have to take the SIEs in Series 57 for this year. Yeah, I took the SIE. The SIE is pretty easy. You can get that done within a month for sure if you study pretty much just like study every day. And I would definitely advise, there's just this one website that I used where they had like flashcards. It was like it was like actually like sponsored by FINRA, so a lot of the questions were identical to the questions on the flashcards that they gave you. And so I just went through the flashcards like 20-30 times, and that was enough. I pretty much knew the whole test within a month. So that's a good way to do it. Series 57, I haven't done the 57 or any of those series tests. But yeah, that sounds good, man. That's awesome. Yeah, I gotta find it. Let's see, it could be my email. I know you had to pay for it, but it's definitely worth it. SIE, maybe it's under SIE or FINRA. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it. Let me check my other email. I think here it is. Something was here. Ebook? No, I don't need an ebook. Yeah, I have them somewhere. I have them somewhere in my email. I'll send it over to you when I find it. I just have so much junk in this damn email. What's up, Eric? Yeah, we got about 5 minutes till the open here. Yeah, also check out Quizlet. I used Quizlet too. Quizlet was good. All right, I'm gonna get geared up here for the open. Thanks for tuning in. Hit that thumbs up button on the way out. Hit that subscribe button for those new viewers out there. So far, I guess for the main watch is gonna be SPEC. Hopefully we can curl up, break through 435. See if we get momentum. Also, you have those Bitcoin spot ETFs. Maybe we'll have some momentum, but I don't think that's like a small cap, low float sort of setup. So we'll see how those turn out. Hopefully you guys get green today, and I'll see you guys on the